everyone, welcome back to a brand new vlog. It is a weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. We have MLK coming up. And this weekend, oh my gosh, it's so perfect. This week was very stressful, you know, just living my adult life and responsibilities. And now I can finally take a moment, breathe, relax, refresh, and have some exciting things in store. So your girl got up a little bit late today. It's currently Saturday. It's like 2 o'clock. I just exercised, did my skincare, took a shower. We're drinking some coffee. This is the caramel cookie Verturo Nespresso pot. I think that's exactly what it is. Tastes divine. If you have oat milk in it, oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for the winter. And okay, so let's get into kind of like the nitty-gritty for this weekend. Okay, well, at least today. So your girl's birthday is in February. I'm an Aquarius baby, so if you're an Aquarius, shout out to you. Freaking love being an Aquarius. It's, you know, dead of winter. Love winter, except my skin hates winter. And I'm turning 27. Now, I know that's not like a prime number, like 30, 25, but this is like the first year where I feel like I'm capable of having the birthday that I want. And I want to plan ahead and just make it as successful as possible. I haven't really got into like the nitty-gritty of like restaurants and bars and clubs, lounges, like whatever that would happen, but I'm going to kind of sit down, take some time to like really go through all of my opportunities, because I'm kind of starting a little bit early, over a month in advance. I should have some opportunities to make reservations for like primetime Austin places. If you're not from Austin, or if you even are, you just, man, the Austin restaurant scene is quite spectacular, but getting reservations is the hardest part, especially for these very, very popular places. And I want to go to these places for my birthday. Like I said, experiences, all on this channel. Now, what comes with birthday parties, your girl has to look on point, which means that we're going shopping this weekend. We're going to the Domain, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically an outdoor mall, like a shopping mall. They have luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, and then they have like H&M, Zara, your department stores. And I just want to go and see if they have something that kind of fits my vibe. You guys know I love the color black. It's basically what you see me wear pretty much in every video, but it's because it's my favorite, well, one of my favorite colors. So I'm gonna kind of go online, see if I can find things that may be in store that I can try on, and just go from there. I'm thinking dresses, but it's like dead of winter, and last year was when Texas snowed. Power went out literally on my birthday, so I don't know if like I can really depend on the weather for dresses. But I want to dress up in something. I want to have like blouses and pants, because this is going to be like a 3-day event, and I want to see if I can find places for my entire crowd to come. If everyone can confirm, I haven't reached out to everyone of family and friends. I've been slowly going through just like all the list of people that I plan on inviting. But if everyone can go, oh my god, my house is going to be full to the max with people. I mean, we're gonna have like 15 people, probably, maybe more, who knows, because we have a bunch of people coming, especially out of Austin, I mean in Texas, but just like in different cities and stuff like that. We're having people from all over Texas coming for this. I'm so excited. So yeah, we're gonna go shopping. I don't really know of anything else like adulting wise that we're gonna do today. I'm pretty sure me and Alex, we might go get dinner or something. I really don't feel like cooking. We've been really good at like not eating out. I was gonna eat out yesterday and I didn't. I ended up making something at home, so we might eat out today. I really don't know the plans. But in regards to reading, let me get the book. So I have Rabbits. Now, you guys know that I'm supposed to be reading this. I did not get a chance to this week because, yeah, your girl had adulting responsibilities and work was, yeah, just insane. We're not going to talk about that, but we're going to start Rabbits. And because this is a 3-day weekend, I'm definitely going to finish this. Like, I'm making this a priority to finish this book and then start maybe like Ugly Love or Winter's Promise. No. We're going to do Arsenic and Adobo probably next because it's 50%. This is just me, like my gears are grinding in my head. So I think we're going to do that. But we are going to reach out, but we are going to read Rabbits. Now, I'm so excited. So I don't know if like a lot of y'all follow me on other social medias, but on Instagram, I posted a TikTok as a reel. And I tagged Terry Miles in it, and he actually liked it. And You guys, I nearly fainted because you guys know I love Terry Miles so much, and the fact that he like probably saw my reel, like I just, oh my god, I got like embarrassment, but then I was like, no, like this is something exciting, and like he should know that like he has fans out there that love all of his works, and that I'm actually reading Rabbits. And with the fact that he like liked it, like I screenshotted that so quick, you guys, because he's like a celebrity to me. But we're gonna read Rabbits. I'm so excited for that. I don't know if we're gonna like, I'm kind of wanting to go to Barnes & Noble, not to buy anything. It's gonna be tempting, but maybe to go like to the cafe, you know, be main girl it vibes, maybe go to another cafe. I don't know. I know my friend went to a cafe the other day and she told me it was so phenomenal, but she sat outside. It's cold right now. We're under a wind advisory. Like that's how crazy it is. It's cold, but there's wind and low humidity. Your girl's skin can definitely tell that there's low humidity. And yeah, so I don't know, we're gonna see. I don't know if that's gonna happen today just because we are gonna go shopping, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you what the plans are. So we're reading this today. I'm hoping, I don't even know how many pages. I know it's, so there's like 400. Yeah, there's a little over 400 pages, so I definitely want to get like 150 200 pages in today. It kind of sounds like a lot, but your girl has plans to finish this. Just love it, have it sink in, and then start like other stuff. I really want to finish majority of my TBR this weekend just because it's 3 days, and I know after this my next vacation is my birthday. I'm taking off like freaking every day for that. So yeah, February's gonna be a blast. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm gonna finish my coffee, like I said, go online, see if I can find some stuff, and yeah, let's see. I'm saying that right now, especially like I'm already halfway through. Nothing about this book is screaming at me with annoyance, or there's nothing wrong with the characters. I feel like everything that has currently been involved, like every single chapter, every single sentence, every word is so critical. It's so important. Like, you know, we're investigating the iteration of Rabbit. There's something off about it. There's something wrong with the game, and it's up to Kay to kind of figure it out, or at least that's we don't know why, and yeah, we still don't know why. We're just kind of going down this rabbit hole, so to speak, and trying to have it hoping that something, one way or another, will lead us to what's wrong with Rabbit, especially this iteration. And because of like this long, what to expect after this whole book, we have to be like, whoa, okay, because it's taking this so I just want to basically that I have nothing negative to say about anything, plot, chapters, the characters, just the game itself. Like at this point, I just need an investigative whiteboard, because if I were to figure out rabbits, which this is something that's so brilliantly done with this book that, again, Terry Miles just does so well with all of his works. is, you know, this is a mystery thriller, like sci-fi-esque book. And with mystery thrillers, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us most of the time, especially halfway through, we either figure out the ending of the book quite quickly, or at least majority of it, and then basically from like half of the way to the end, we're just kind of figuring out like, okay, how do we get to this ending? What are the plot twists? Yay, we're done. With this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how this book is going to end. Like, there's so many crazy things, there's so many clues, which is why I'm saying like every single chapter is so vital, every single sentence. Like if I were to, you know, have a whiteboard and take notes, I would literally just be writing verbatim every single sentence, because at this point I don't know what is, like, I don't want to say garbage, but like red herrings versus actual factual information versus just like crazy nonsense in the background that seem, I don't know, kind of factual, but like they're kind of moving the plot along. It's just so crazy. I don't know how this book is going to end. I don't know what's going to happen to our main character. At this point, I don't even know if, or how sci-fi I would say this book is going to get. Like, I don't think it's going to be like magical. Like, I definitely think that they might or may, oh, I don't know, may describe rabbits in a more scientific way. That's what at least I'm hoping, but I don't know if Terry Miles is going to do that, because sometimes he is very cryptic and secretive, especially with like on his podcast. Like, he won't let you know all the information. It's just kind of up to you to guess. And I don't know if this is gonna happen with rabbits. I mean, either way, I know I'm gonna love it. So I just want to like go in saying those things, and then the feeling that this book has given me. So, you know, like certain books, you know, give you hope and enjoyment and constantly at the edge of your seat. This book, not only does it have me at the edge of my, but this book is very nerve-wracking. It's very off-putting, and the best way that I can describe it, there was a point where Kay was talking about something in the book. I'm not going to go into too many details, but he described this thing in the book, and to me, it actually describes the overall feeling of the book perfectly. And he was saying that, you know, in a horror movie, when you're at the point where everything's silent, the music, the scary music has kind of stopped, and you see the main character like maybe going down an alleyway, it's dark, it's secluded, not a lot of things are happening, and you just know, like mentally, you know that there's going to be a pop-up where maybe a black cat just like runs into a trash can and makes a loud bang, or a serial killer comes at you with a knife. Like, you know exactly, like the pop-up, like out of your chair type of moments. You know they're gonna happen, and yet it still happens to you, and there's nothing really you can do to prepare for it. This whole book, since page 1, has made me feel like that. I'm like literally looking over my shoulders, because I feel like this is so, I don't want to say real, but it like just gives you the heebie-jeebies, but in the best way. Like, I just feel like we're leading to something very dangerous, like that pop-out moment where something in rabbits or whoever's controlling the narrative is going to come at us full force. And it's like, I'm mentally trying to prepare for it. Like, I feel like this whole book is mentally preparing us, you know, alongside Kay and his companion, like Chloe especially. But I don't think we're gonna have enough preparedness for what the ending is going to bring. So I just want to say that this book has been phenomenal. Now let's kind of get into my bullet points. So the first one, we're going to talk about Kay, our main character. I feel nervous about our main character and his perspective and how reliable he can be. And I said also he can sometimes get on tangents of the past, and it's a little confusing as to how it all relates to rabbits. Now, this book, like every single chapter, like I said, is so critical, important. I feel like every single word, it's part of the detective story. Like, there's nothing that I could leave out. But that's not to say that there are points where Kay goes into a tangent about something. There was like a couple of things in particular that he goes into tangents about that I know they're important, and they're quite honestly very creepy, that, you know, that he's describing. But it's like, how is this relating to rabbits? Like, I don't understand if it's describing him as a person, like his personality, and just the fact that he can be potentially unreliable, because he is one of those characters that kind of go into these states where he goes down these rabbit holes. for days and days and days, and he kind of makes himself sick whether he knows it or not, and he starts hallucinating, he starts seeing things. And it's like at this point, you know, there have been things that he has talked about in the past that kind of are very similar in the current present day. You know, his friend Chloe has noticed it. There are a couple people that have noticed these off things about Kay, and it makes me concerned as the reader, because it's like we always trust the narrative going into every single book, and at this point I don't know what this means. Like, it's, even if I had to say that Kay is like a reliable narrator 100%, I still wouldn't even be able to figure out the ending of this book. And then you throw in that he's possibly unreliable, maybe 50-50, who knows. It makes this even harder, but like in the most satisfying way, because now it's like my detective board has a bunch of that red string just connecting everything, just like full circles all over the place. And it's like, I love it, but it concerns me as the reader, because I'm like, where is this going? Like, I've already grown so attached to Kay as a character, and it's like, I hope nothing bad happens to him. But like I said, you guys, there's that feeling, that like weird vibe that I've been getting this entire book, that something's gonna pop out at us and we're not gonna be ready, and I don't even know if Kay's ready. So then the next thing, which kind of goes hand in hand with this like vibe, I feel like we are walking a thin line between reality and something far dangerous. Like, something feels off with this investigation into rabbits. People are acting super, super weird. So when I mean we're walking a thin line, so a lot of the times in this book, it's nothing new. Rabbits is a very dangerous game to play because people disappear. People have supposedly died. You don't really know the outcomes of this game, and this is something that's so crazy with these patterns and connections that people can go on these downward spirals, and you just, I don't know, you can never hear from them again. And there have been certain things in this book that have definitely gone down that dangerous path. But at this point, which I'm currently loving, is the fact that, like, are we in reality? Are we in alternate reality? Do we go back and forth between realities? Like, there are certain parts of this book that has Kay describing certain things, and this is a bullet point that I'm going to get to, where it says there are things that appear or disappear throughout the book that happens in the background, and I am so intrigued, and I'm trying to understand how they will connect to the overall plot. Now, this is what I mean about the unreliableness. So there are points in this book where Kay is describing something physical, something you can see, you can taste it, whatever the case may be, and he's so confident as the person who's talking to you about, yeah, this is this, and it's always been this. And then like a chapter later, a few sentences later, it completely shatters because someone or something tells you otherwise, and you're like, wait. But then what's crazy is that majority of these things that happen, whether they appear or disappear, they're like put on the back burner a little bit. Like, these are things that are so freaking crazy. Like, if your friend or a family member told you that they were, you know, involved in these things, you would be really concerned. But in this book, it's like we go through them, especially with Chloe, and it's not giving me the emotions that I think are acceptable. And I definitely think that that's a part of rabbits and kind of maybe playing the game, or just like being involved in this book, is that that's happening in the back burner. It's not getting as much attention as it deserves, and I'm trying to figure out as the reader, how is that going to stream into the main plot line? Or maybe it is the main plot line, I don't even know. But that's really all of the bulletin points I had for you guys. I know that this was kind of like a long-winded thing, and yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I hope this was not as confusing as it's coming across. Like, at least like in my head it makes sense, but when I'm speaking, I don't know, something seems like this is like too chaotic for y'all to understand. I really hope not, but I'm having a blast. I am enjoying this book so much. I just don't even know what's going to happen, and I'm just like all nerves. Like, I'm a bundle of nerves because this game is so dangerous. I really think that like things have already happened that I'm like shocked by, And I'm like, oh my God, like, Kay, like, be careful, because like, you just don't want your main character getting hurt in any type of way. And I just see it happening somehow, some way. And I don't know what to feel. Like, I'm kind of nervous finishing the book, because at this point, like where I'm currently at, we're kind of like in between. I think we're like definitely in the middle of like, here's reality and here's something that involves rabbits. We're kind of like walking that thin line right now. So like, I'm having a little bit moment that I can breathe, but man, it's insane. But anyways, I just wanted to update you guys on what I've been reading, my thoughts, feelings, concerns, just overall vibes of this book. But I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. It's been a pretty long day. I'm actually just going to continue reading just a little bit some, and then I'll probably update you guys tomorrow once I have time. But I'm hoping that I can read a few more chapters before going to bed. I've really been making it a point to go to bed early, and I'm reading instead of being on my phone. So it has been helping a lot. I'm very proud and thankful for that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read a few more pages, and then I will see you tomorrow. Howdy, welcome. It is 7 p.m. at night. I am about to start reading Rabbits. I read a couple of chapters for lunch and then I knocked out, but we are at, I think, a turning point in the plot. So we just met this new character, and he kind of just explained and opened up an entirely new world for Kay, and it's kind of clicking together just a little bit of like what comes at the end of winning rabbits or participating in rabbits, and then, you know, the forces that be take notice in you. And so we just came to that part, and yeah, I haven't read too much into it. Like I said, like I only read 2 chapters during lunch break, and it was pretty much just like introducing us to this character and then like kind of the aftermath. But I cannot wait to start reading again. Right now, Break Even Books has a live reading sprint. I freaking love live reading sprints. There hasn't really been that many though that I've been catching. I've been kind of annoyed by that. I mean, that's like not a huge big deal, but I love reading with other people. He has 18 minutes left on the timer, and then, you know, they stop and we chit chat for a little bit. But I wanted to open this up and just let you know kind of what the sitch is for today. And I wanted to introduce to you my new like friend. I don't have a name yet for this little thing. This past week I told Alex that I wanted a stress ball because things were just getting so out of hand for work. Like, I just needed something to just like, and he got me this. So he has one on his desk that's black and gray, and he's like, oh, I think you'd really like vibe with one of these, because I always pick his up and just like kind of like mess with it. And so this is the cute happy side. It's like a pinkish orange, and then you flip it and it's like a blue, purple, indigo, like not so happy face. Pretty upset, pretty angry. And I just have been noticing this past week, or really the past couple of days, I've been like dilly-dallying with it, and especially during work, like I don't like squeeze it, but it helps me keep focus. And yeah, me just doing this and like playing with its little feets, yeah, little feetsies. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I got. Honestly, I kind of want more just to like decorate my shelves with, and like this is gonna be my special one. So you might see this little thing more so in person. I haven't named it yet, like I said, but maybe one day I will. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show you my new pet that's been keeping me all types of happy. Anyways, I am going to basically turn it over here and kind of read. There's 17 minutes on the clock, which I think is enough time for me to, why do I put this down? Enough for me to read maybe like a chapter or two, and let's get busy. Oh my gosh, man, what a trip, what a trip, what a trip. This book is just, I feel like I'm in, what is it called? The Twilight Zone. Like, this book is giving me Twilight Zone vibes, and it's so weird because now we're at the point where Kay and Chloe have met, or they're talking to this lady. And at this point, just a lot of dangerous stuff has happened. So there are several prominent people in this book who have told Kay time and time again, like, do not play rabbits, don't play the game. He's like, am I even playing? Like, he doesn't even know if he's playing or not. Just a lot of crazy crap has been happening to him. And these people are very dangerous people, somehow connected to the game. And like I told you yesterday, there are just like crazy dangerous events that have happened where like things are appearing, things are disappearing. You know, alleys are suddenly being right then and there, and then like 2 seconds later they're not there, it's just a normal building. He's starting to remember or think about a lot of things that technically don't exist. And we've gone over like the Mandela effect. We've gone over a couple other theories, like scientific theories about like kind of like ley lines, like magnetic fields and alternate realities. And we're just going there. And it's just so phenomenal because I get this feeling that we're just coming close, very, very close to kind of like the mother of it all, like the motherboard that's kind of, I don't know, making rabbits the game happen. I mean, it's not really, I feel like rabbits is a game, but there has to be someone or something, a corporation of some sorts that is using the game to kind of unlock like another dimension. There's something happening. And more than that, Kay himself, so we have learned bits and pieces about his past, specifically his parents, that we did not know about, and neither did he in the very beginning of this book when we were kind of going over his background story. And it seems like his parents were doing some stuff. We don't know what. Maybe this is like I said, like there's points where, is Kay dreaming? Like, is he unreliable? Like, were his parents just normal parents, or did they have some weird connectedness to this game called Rabbids? And it's just so insane. There's a lot of people dying, a lot of people disappearing with this game within like past iterations, and it just is starting to get to the point where I feel like if Kay and Chloe don't figure out what's happening to rabbits as the game, they're going to either like be erased or something bad is going to happen, because we have already seen things similar to like erasing people's minds already happen, and without any explanation of how it's happening. So I am currently finishing chapter 27. I'm about to be on chapter 28, and I'm just gonna read for a little bit more and then I'm gonna call it a night because it's already 8:15. So I have been reading kind of nonstop. Definitely have made some progress. I just really want to know how or what's controlling rabbits. Like, is it a person? Like, is this like a super wealthy person? Is this a cult? Is this like a Mandela effect type of situation, and somehow rabbits is like the gateway? I don't know, but I don't know, I'm like dying to find out, but I'm also so scared. I don't know why. Like, I told you that this book gives me like anxiousness, and it's so true. Like, I really feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now reading this, and I feel like something's just gonna pop out at any given time. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up right here. I'm probably gonna go downstairs, maybe get a snack or something like that. I might read another chapter or so, but I basically just need to get like ready for bed. And yeah, so I'll see you when I see you. Hello, good evening. I'm about to read Rabbits, and I'm on what chapter am I on? Chapter 30. So I have a little bit over 100 pages to go. I read a little bit yesterday right before I went to bed, and we have pretty much gotten to the point in this book where we heard from a character. Her name's Emily. She's from Kay's past, and she also has a hand in rabbits for a very long time and other different types of projects. And she basically answers a lot of questions that we as the reader, and of course Kay, have had for this entire book. And it's quite phenomenal because she goes into detail what Rabbits is like really doing in the real world, who created it, why was it created, and it's quite fascinating. I wasn't expecting what she was going to say. I thought it was going to be something completely like out of left field, like, I don't know, aliens or something. But it's something more scientific based, and basically it is a band-aid to something on a much larger scale. And as we know in the very beginning, Alan Scarpio told Kay that if he doesn't fix rabbits, things are going to pretty much just fall apart. And now we kind of understand what it's band-aiding. That's not even a word, but I'm gonna say it. And yeah, and we're basically trying to figure out, okay, how can we fix rabbits so that this other thing just doesn't completely break down and cause like a whole world destruction sort of situation. So we have that. We also have like our bad character that has kind of come to light, and it's like, it sucks to call him a bad character because I feel like he has such a significant loss in his life that kind of motivates him to doing certain things, you know, finding out resources, utilizing rabbits or manipulating rabbits, manipulating other things so that he can come to terms with something that happened in his life. And it's like, on one hand, I completely understand like where he's coming from, but on the other, he's causing a lot of chaos and mayhem, and of course rabbits isn't working effectively. It's not doing its job with this other thing. And so yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. So we did get a lot of information, just pretty much all at once in one chapter, really. And I'm not mad about it at all. I feel like everything kind of makes sense. There were some like very like high-tech technical terms that I was just like, okay, we could do without. But for the most part, I'm actually very pleased with what rabbits really and truly is, what it's helping. And now I understand and am even in a more panicky mode with this book, because yeah, Kay just needs to fix it. Kay just needs to fix things before shit really hits the fan within his world and some other things. And we are going to read chapter 30, which is called Zompocalypso and the Bear. Wow, okay, I am on chapter 39 called Tao. I just started it. This book has been feeling like an action adventure movie, and to be honest, I don't even know what's going to happen to our dear friend Kay and Chloe in this book. Like, I'm honestly like getting so freaked out. Like, so many unexplainable things have been happening, but we haven't gotten like concrete proof that these are like out of this world type of phenomenons. I don't even know, but like, I feel like I'm in National Treasure looking up some ancient relic stuff, and then we're being chased by God knows what. And yeah, I'm just so nervous. And like, the fact that I only have this much, I have this much, you guys, left of this book, and then I have completed rabbits, and I don't even know actually if this is enough pages left over to like completely end the book. Like, I have a feeling there might be a sequel to this. I don't know, unless he can neatly like sum up everything that's been happening within these pages. I feel like there's so many things that have been left not tied up, basically. So yeah, but I'm currently loving it. Like, this book is just getting me, I don't know, like my brain is just working. It's on overdrive. At this point, I'm not even trying to solve like anything particular with rabbits. I don't even know if we're like playing the game. Maybe we are playing, maybe we're playing the game. Like, this whole thing is the game. And they're playing, but of course it feels like it's something else. I don't know. I'm not gonna theorize too many things. But yeah, my head is just like working on overdrive, you guys. But I'm gonna end it here. It is about to be 9 p.m. I've been doing really well going to sleep at a decent hour. I haven't been waking up though when I want to wake up. I've been wanting to wake up like at 6:30, and every time that time comes around, like I actually wake up relatively within those time frames without an alarm, but I feel so tired. Like I just can't even force myself to get up. And I want to so bad so that I can like kind of make a routine of reading in the morning, just because throughout the day, you know, it's like a work day. I don't really have time to do anything else. And then I've noticed on my lunch breaks, I've been taking naps. I was supposed to, well, I wanted to read Rabbits during my lunch break today, but literally I just like logged off my computer, went to my couch and passed out like immediately, and woke up at the end of my lunch break and kind of started right back up with work. So I didn't get to read until today, but like honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably finish this by midnight, but I'm going to pace myself because yeah, I don't want to feel any type of like way or something bad tomorrow during the day. Anyways, you guys, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here and then I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow. It's just been kind of crazy. It's been insane. This whole book, this whole ride has been a journey, but I freaking love it. Like I'm addicted to this book. I'm addicted to everything that's been going on. I don't know what's gonna happen. At this point, I'm just, everything seems so real, like real time. Like you don't even have time to think about like the future, like what ifs and stuff like that in this book, because you're so engrossed in it. Like you just don't have time. You don't have time to think about what the ending's going to be, and I find that quite enjoyable. So anyways, with that all being said, I will see you tomorrow. Hey guys, I just wanted to end the vlog off here. I did finish Rabbits this morning. I had a couple chapters and I decided to read before work, and then now I'm finally able to talk to you guys about it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure by now you've already gotten to the point where you know what I'm going to rate this. I'm rating this 5 stars. I knew going in that I was either going to rate this book a 4 or a 5, and this is definitely a 5. This captivated and held my attention every single page. Yesterday, I think I read over 100 pages within like 3-4 hours, something like that. I think that's exactly, yeah, that sounds about right. I think it was like maybe close to 4 hours. I read over 100 pages. And to me, that just like says that I was so engrossed in the book, that it was so good. And I didn't want to escape that, you know, that type of reality. And I feel like the ending was the exact ending that we needed. It definitely wrapped everything in a neat little bow. And you know, I was concerned when we only had maybe like, I don't know, 50-70 pages left of the book. At that point, there were a lot of things that weren't answered, and I was kind of nervous that they either weren't going to get answered, they were up to interpretation, which is totally fine. But they actually did tie everything up in a neat little bow. Everything did make sense. There was a huge like plot twist at the end that not only was I not expecting, I mean, it was like completely off my radar, but then it made sense all at the same time, because there is a point in this book where there's a person that's connected to Kay and Rabbits, and you start questioning the background and the closeness and the ties of just Rabbits and Kay with this person. And yeah, it just all made sense towards the very end. I really loved the ending. I don't know, like there's nothing else. I really don't have anything bad to say about this book. I mean, I found it very funny at portions. I found Kay just like super brilliant. Like he just was able to find patterns and recognize connections that, like, you know, the normal eye couldn't see. And I loved how he was able to partner up with so many people in this book, and some of them, you know, disappeared, some of them were there the entire time or part of the entire time, and I loved seeing them and like getting to know them, their emotions, who they are as a person, and like why they're kind of involved in Rabbits, and kind of like why they're in the timeline at all when it comes to Rabbits, because, you know, Rabbits is finding coincidences and connections in places that normally don't have coincidences and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, it was just, I feel like this is a long whirlwind of me saying that this book was fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars. Man, now I can finally finish Rabbits the podcast, because I know Terry Miles dropped season 2. I have not like listened to it at all. In fact, I'm actually listening to like a lot of unsolved crime podcasts and stuff like that right now, so I'm not even listening to anything Terry Miles or Libby or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here, you guys. I just wanted to tell you about my overall thoughts and feelings of the book. I'm gonna pick up another book today. I think I'm gonna read one of my January TBRs. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in the next vlog, but I think I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna read that or something else. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this was a very chaotic type put video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.